Hey, Stubby here. And today we are doing episode 2 of StubbyCraft. So, in today's episode, we're going to be focusing on animals. Happy is kind of preoccupied. He's got some new things coming up for the next month, so he's going to still push some food for me, but gave me the go ahead to handle the animals until he gets more prepared. So, I have been prepping an animal area so I can relocate them and do a little more fun with them. And then we're going to get into nuclear power. So, my plan down here is basically your standard mob farm concept. One, two, three. Just need to start putting all these filters up. And it's just going to be a mostly vanilla concept, water based. I'm just going to use the filters to handle the growth. There is other ways you could do it. There's, a baby separator and things like that, but this is just kind of very linear and I think it's going to flow exactly how I want it to. So we're going to go with it. Do do do. So we got to put all these filters in. And then I think the easiest way to do what I want to do with them will be to actually drop back down from the top. Boom. So we'll come in and hope this works the way I want it to. Oh yeah, perfect. No shield, I believe. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to invert these so only full-grown mobs will drop through. And the same concept I have in that little one over there. What it's going to be is they'll be fed on this level, right above this level. The babies will drop into this spot right here, and when they are full grown, then they will drop through to the floor below. So pretty simple, pretty easy concept. Yeah, man. A lot of clicking to do. Ta-da! All right. Then down here, the way I want to handle it is going to, oh, I probably shouldn't have did that. I'm gonna need it. Actually, we could probably just do a little temporary. We'll go boom, 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 just like that. And let's go grab some other temp blocks to do it with. Maybe not gravel? Stubby. Not gravel. There we go. And the way I want to do it is just using signs. This will prevent the water from coming over, hopefully. If I didn't mess it up, I'm nervous about the width of it because I think the water may actually go too far. That's what we're going to find out. Ta-da! So if I put this here and here, all right, it does go too far. Don't know a good way. Yes, I do. I think if we take fence, maybe. Sweet. We'll do it just like that. Boom. Ah, but then they might. We'll have a little issue. They'll fall down onto that. I wonder what happens if I go. No. See what happens if I go one lower. I want to make sure this is done in a nice, clean way, hopefully. It does. Okay. So they are going to have to be above. But we'll have an issue with animals dropping in, hoping that they won't be able to jump back up. So I'm hoping that they just kind of move and fall off. That's going to be the hope. We'll see. And come back up over here, do this whole jumpity jump again. And 1, 2. All right. Hello, Mr. Goblin. Ah. Guess I could, because I'll be able to drop down. I'll just take a little damage, but it'll be all right. There we go. Get some sleep in. Make a day. And my ding dong booty didn't grab more water. So I think I need to do this side. Yes, got it right. All right. And we're going to come down here and we are going to do the same thing. So they'll fall off into here is my goal. And then we will bring them into the spikes. If I don't hurt myself. That should be enough for all of that. All right. Might as well just get rid of this little gravel. Then the plan is, I think it was, this is the center. I want to try this vacuumulator. And we're going to put an importer on it. Ta-da! And now it'll bring everything into the network. So I think this does like a 10 by 10, 11 by 11, some area. Yep. And now anything that gets killed by those spikies should, in theory, get picked up. And the one thing I got to do differently than I did over there is that the fences, if I put them on this block right here, the animals would occasionally be standing here when they grow up and then not fall through. Or, I mean, when they're born, and they would end up not always following through. So sometimes I'll end up with a lot more animals where I don't want them. And I do kind of want to control the population up here. probably made too many of these. So the fencing is actually going to be put on top of it. Just like this, just to make sure that all babies fall through. There. And then I believe the way I want to do this is range. Can be way more than I need, but it was the cheap to produce. Just like that, and we'll put the range add-on, and it should completely, more than completely, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what, I think we could actually get away with doing this one. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to have to do the back and forth of bringing these animals in. I should have, I think I left 10 cows behind. I should have 10 of everything. So every breeding cycle it'll produce 5 of each. Not the most productive, but it'll leave it pretty simple where I can just leave them all in here, one single pen, and hopefully save on potential lag that the entities could produce. Come on. All right, so I'll keep doing this in between, but you guys kind of get the idea of what I'm gonna have to do to get them all set up. The other thing we're gonna have to do is set up a farming area, which I'm thinking I'll actually end up just refilling this up with dirt and doing it right here for now. And we could do the power area. So the normal power is actually going to be produced. I believe the region we were looking at was close to the town, possibly up in here somewhere. But for now, I do want to just do a temp one. I haven't played with Extreme Reactors super much lately. So I really just want to make sure I'm doing it right. It's save that, save that. And from my trades, there we go. So if we do the reactors at extreme, I think that was everything. I made what I believe was everything we were gonna need. I made a lot of extra glass because it'd be nice. So to make this, we're gonna just do a simple 5x5 one for now. I did not make the fuel rods. I knew I was missing something. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and I got the wrong ones. Ah, so that's some basic ones left. Silly, silly stubby. And boom, boom. Right there. Okay. Haha. All right, and then we're going to want to do two output ports and two input ports. Or I think we just one input port I actually need. So we'll do solid. We'll do solid. We'll do fluid. And we'll do our power for now. Access, fluid, fluid. Okay. Now I don't remember. I think if I actually fill this with like say water as well as the passive, I think it actually will produce better. We're gonna have to find that one out. I've been doing some testing in it, but that's what I'm actually in the middle of testing right now with some various designs. So if I want to make this, I'll need one of these. And I'll need to make one, two, three of these. There we go. So I think actually, if we do this the fun way, let's go ahead and put that there. Oh, I need buckets of water. I'm going to take my sink. Need buckets. Need pipe. Need wrench. Pretty sure I have one. There we go. And I'm going to have to make a battery for that. So solid, fluid. Let's just see if we can have some fun testing adding more water into it. And one, two, three, core. And it formed into the multi-block. That core looks really funny though, like that. I'm gonna say that right now. All right. Oh, I think I can't do the passive heating without. Oh yeah. If I remember this right, oh, need another X. If I remember right, that if I pump fluid in to make it an active reactor, I have to pump the steam out, and I'm not ready for the turbines yet. So we're going to convert that back. And that was the solid access port. And this one needs to be the output. All right, so this is going to be the basic setup. We'll pump the yellowite into here. The cyanite output out for here. We'll have to build up some cyanite, and this will be the start of our power while we build our resources up for the larger reactor. It's going to be, I think the design I'm looking at, I think is a 21 by 21 or a 17 by 17. It's massive. But I tried it with an 11 by 11 first design, and that 11 by 11 design that I came up with is going to need 14 turbines. So those are like 7 by 7 by like 14 high. And if I go bigger, it's going to need more turbines, but the amount of power it'll produce, we're talking in the million per second. So the next thing we needed was chest. One, two. And pipe. And we'll need some yellow. We'll just do this nice and simple for now. We'll just put this here. Hit it with a wrench. Pop in the yellowite. Pump that out. And we got a little graphical error with that one, huh? So once this energy buffer fills up, which is 3 million, it will actually stop. But we're using, I mean, what is that? Per tick, we're using 0.0, a hundredth of, I mean, not even a tenth of a millibucket. And it's 1,000 millibuckets per ingot. So what is that? 10,000 ticks. The heat seems to be stable. We're running pretty much 99% efficiency. Everything just seems like it's working pretty well. Making 576 RF per tick. So not a bad little puppy to start with. Now, the big plans I've came across a StubbyCraft program that I really want to use for this to handle the reactors, the turbines, and all that. So we are going to have to scale up, and we're going to be using the induction matrix from Mechanism will be our source of power storage. And I mean, it is, each one of these is 3.2 gigillion, I think. I don't know, GFE. It's a lot. But there we go. We have the first nuclear reactor. Now these ones, Extreme Reactors doesn't blow up, which is kind of a, eh. We don't have any sketchy concerns, but look at that. And I mean, it hasn't even touched them. I think, can I see if I click right here, it says 49 queued up. The rest has been loaded into here. And each fuel rod holds, what, 4 ingots? And the waste is, we haven't even got an ingot yet, a waste. A quarter of an ingot. So I like it. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish moving these animals, and we'll start working on a planting area so we can get the food for these guys semi-automated. Back in flesh. All right, 40 trips later, we have her done. There's my animal fleet, and this will take care of them. Now, I believe if I add power to this, it will speed it up. There's a zombie right there. And we're going to need to put our food going. So let's go ahead and get this area figured out, and we'll figure out the designs. So I have from industrial foregoing, I have going to use the plant. We want to make the gatherer, which will harvest our crops for us, and the sower, which will plant our crops for us. And if we look at the concept, we'll go with right here. And I don't know what I did with the range. There we go. We'll be able to harvest and plant in that much of an area. Now, the plant sower will actually divide this into 9 subsections. So we can choose a crop for this section, that section. So we can do 9 different crops really easily. I'm pretty sure you can do more than that too if you're so inclined, but we'll do 9. We'll get the basics out of the way. So we'll end up doing probably 2 for wheat for them, 1 for carrots, and that'll handle the animals over here. And then we'll have 6 more crops that we can just kind of do whatever we want with. So I'm liking it. We got some progress. We've got some nuclear power. We are mad scientists now playing with chickens and nukes. Look at that, it's already tapped out. And it is slowly powering itself down. So we could actually just shut it off, leave it there, it is full, and save on our resources. And all that we've gotten 1 cyanide ingot. 3 million power right there. Look at that, guys. That is beautiful. We want to power the whole world. Oh, until next time, Stubby out.